I like welcome there, Willie Hunt, into the room. Bless you. I like what Bruce H has said. Come out of the wilderness and into the ever-present now. Now is where everything is existing simultaneously. And the wilderness is confusion. It's where the neurological pathways of your mind have been distracted into circuits of computation by a mind of infiltration that's deluded you into a possibility of other constructs of reality. And in other words, what you're going to find for yourself is when dead men speak dead words into your life, they're going to make you think that what they said is true, because they are the teachers, just like the universities of this world. The universities of this world and the schools of this world, they're filled with dead men. In other words, they think they're going to die, and they will die. Why will they die? Because they haven't got life. And they're teaching the children of this world. And the children of this world are taking into themselves the vibrational frequency and the intention of the extension of depravity through the education system, and the children of this world are taking on board into their biological computer all the distortions that are being taught to them. G'day, good to see you too there, sweet cornflower. And so what you've got is, you've got the education system of this world, dead men, right? They believe they're going to die because they've been taught by systems of death. They've been taught through separations of knowledge. I mean, they don't have the knowledge of the creative energy. They've got a distortion in their mind, and they're teaching it. And they think they're true, and they're getting paid by the governments because, well, the governments are giving them a grant or tenure to teach the syllabus that's been instructed to them, and they couldn't teach anything else and exist in the universities. They could not teach anything else and exist in the school system, you know. And so therefore the system of this world is paying them and controlling them to teach a certain understanding that would be accepted by the people of the world. And the people in this world are being deluded by the teachings of dead men. They're dead men. They're not going to live. Eventually they're going to die. Their bodies are going to rot. Their bodies are going to rot because their mind is rotten. You know, the body is a reflection of your mind. The mind encompasses the body. It is a projection. The mind projects the body. You know, the mind is not within the body. The body is a product of the mind which encompasses the body. And the projection of the deluded body is the product of, you know, shut gateways of communication into the constellations of thought that enter into the cosmic reality fields. So if you've got a shut down capacity of mind, you're going to project a body of death. And if you have a mind that wants to teach, you're going to teach the children exactly what you got in your mind, which is death. And the children, as they come into the world, are going to be eager to learn something, and they're going to be taught by dead men. And that's what I'm talking about, you know. It's like if you were to suddenly realize that you're being taught by dead men through the media, you know, everything you see on TV is a lie, you know. Everything you learn in the schools is a lie. Everything you learn in the university is a lie. Everything of this world is a lie. This world is a lie. This world is in a sense of decay. Every atom has a half-life. It's in a state of decay. It's falling down into death and destruction because it's not fully supported by a whole mind. And therefore, if you're in this world, you're deluded. And yet you're born again into this world. You're born into this world to try again to overcome the world. When Jesus came, he said, take heart, I've overcome the world. When he overcame the world, he realized it wasn't true. He used another mind. He used a mind of wholeness and of truth, true alignment, true cosmic reality, all the knowledge and structure of wisdom and understanding, everything that was held within the constructs of perpetual motion and eternal life creation was given to him as a reformulation of his mind. And he said, I cannot receive the witness of men. I cannot receive the witness of these dead men. They are dead men. They have no truth. Well, they have a little bit of truth, but not the sum of the word, not the totality of creative reality. He realized that everyone in this world was suffering a delusion. And he said, I'm here to overcome it. And because he wanted to overcome it, he was determined to extend that life of overcoming to those who would receive it. And you can't receive it through this world. Dead men have been teaching you for eons of time, and the human anatomy is the product of the thoughts of dead men. You know, light and sound. As the words have resonated in your auric field, and you've downloaded into your biological structure the resonance and the frequency of decay, your body has taken on a form of decay because you have not been taught the truth. But the moment that you want to set your mind on the spirit of truth and hear for yourself the resonant frequency of the integrity, of the entirety of the universal song of life, you know, the music of the spheres and the symphony of life, you're going to create for yourself a knowledge within yourself which is not of this world, and you're going to overcome death in the body. And that's what I'm here to tell you, that everyone in this world is learning death. They're learning decay. They're learning the systems of this world. They're learning depravity. And it's not true. And you're going to die because of it. You're going to die. Your body is going to go to death because you haven't learned to tune into the inner voice of the living light and structure of reality that's going to regenerate you and overcome the world. Jesus demonstrated it, and you've ignored it. And you think the importance of these men who magnify themselves through advertising and through aggrandizement. They're putting out there, I am this university, I'm going to teach you this, I'm going to teach you that. And the whole world's full of it. And you will not find your own truth until you decide to deny this world. Deny this world and deny the teachings of this world, you know. And you're going to find that there's a living voice and a living frequency and integrity of entirety that's going to resonate within you, and it's going to teach you. You know, you have an unction. I love the Bible where it says, you know, in the Bible it says, you need not that any man should teach you, for you have an unction. You have a beautiful presence within you that's going to lead you into all truth. You know all things. You know all things. You already know everything, but the decay that's been imposed upon you, the impediment that's been thrust upon you, has shut you down to a state where you believe the teachings of, you know, separation. And you're decaying and dying because of it time and time again. How many times have you reincarnated into this world to try to overcome the world, and you've been falling into the trap time and time again to listen to dead men? Dead men. I'm teaching you to hear the voice of life. I'm teaching you to hear the voice of life. Christ in you, your hope of glory. I'm not telling you to listen to universities and schools of thought in this world of separation and depravity. I'm teaching you to tune in to the original voice of life, that your connection to the God source is your only extension of truth, and it's going to come through you. And as it washes through you, it's what they call in the Bible the washing of the word of regeneration. You're going to regenerate yourself. You're going to be regened. The gene structure, the genetic structure of the integrity of the entirety of your multidimensional structure is going to be reintegrated and reordered into a divine right order and a divine right timing. And it's going to come to you through your own intention and desire to receive it. And through your intention to no longer listen to dead men. I'm not a dead man. I'm a living man. I cannot die. I deny death. You know, Jesus Christ in the Bible says he's abolished death and brought life and immortality to light through the gospel. I'm not a dead man. I'm a living man. I know I am Christ. I know I am Christ. I'm the offspring of God. I know that. I know you are too, but maybe you don't know that. Maybe you don't know that you are Christ. Maybe you think that you are of your parents. Maybe you think that you're going to die when you get old. I can't die. It's impossible for me to die. My body's going to regenerate. My body's going to regenerate by the word of truth. I'm going to overcome death in my body because I am subscribing to the divine nature. I am a partaker of the divine nature of Christ. I'm eating and drinking of the substance of reality. You see that? Now, not many people know that. Most people subscribe to the thoughts of the dead men of this world and they die to prove that death is true. Well, Jesus said death's not true, life is true, you know, and this is what I'm doing. And I'm showing you that you can do it too. And it's through your knowledge of the inner kingdom of life working in you that you're going to prove it to yourself. And if you don't prove it to yourself, what are you proving to yourself? You're proving death is true and you're going to get sick and die. You're going to see suffering in the world and you think it's true? No. It's all an illusion. It's an hallucination. You're hypnotized. You know, you've been trained by the world to think that everything they tell you is true and you're buying into it continuously. You know? And I'm here to tell you that it's not true. And I'm determined within myself to prove it to myself. And I'm going to prove it to myself. God told me I am the offspring of itself. And unless you prove that to yourself, you're going to believe dead men too. And you're going to get sick and die just to prove that what you believe is true. And it's going to happen to you. Now wake up. Wake up, you beautiful ones. You are the offspring of the living God. You are life. You are light. You are liberty. You are truth, you are power, you are beauty, you are wholeness, you are certainty, you are wonder, you are beauty, everything that is good and whole and wonderful. You are peace and joy and love and rightness and truth. You are absolutely wonderful. You are wisdom. You are understanding. You are the wonderful one. You are everything that God said you are without equivocation. And you've denied it to yourself for long enough. And I'm telling you now, wake up, beautiful ones. Wake up. And deny the voices of dead men that resonate in your head again. Wake up, beautiful ones. You are the Christ of God, and God said you are, therefore you are. And what you believe to the contrary has got nothing to do with the truth. You are that because you are created as that. And your unbelief will only hold it away and stave it away for a certain period of time. But you are that holy Christ of God, regardless of what you believe to the contrary. You are wonderful, you're beautiful, you're marvelous, you're splendid. You're absolutely gorgeous and amazing. You are so beautiful and powerful and wonderful and true. I love you, and I know you love me. You are that one. You are the wonderful one, and I've come to remind you of your absolute beauty. I've come to remind you of your amazing grace and power to overcome the limitations of this world. I've come to remind you of how wonderful you are. Absolutely amazing, beautiful creatures of the living one. And you're going to love yourself. You're going to forgive yourself. You're going to forgive your enemies. You're going to forgive everyone. And you're going to love everyone. Because that is your righteous intention. To know yourself the way that you know and of God. To know Jesus Christ whom he sent. The firstborn son of all creation. That he might bring the at-one-ment to you in reformulation and reconciliation of your mind. That you might allow the power of the working of the living light of truth and the washing of the water of the word to cleanse away the depravity of your mind. That you might find that you are that one, that living one. I'm going to sign over now because I'm just doing a recording here and I want it to last within the 15 minutes. But you are so beautiful and so wonderful, and I bless you, everyone, 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 everyone. We love you, we love you.